Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again, and let's talk about the elephant in the fucking room. President Trump, First Lady Melania, they got the sweet and sour sniffles. Oh, shit. What's going to happen? Tell you what I think is going to happen. I think that Trump is going to return healthy, focused, with a lot of pent-up energy, if you will. Of course, like, I can't remember who it was. Somebody in his cabinet was released a statement today, or was in the Rose Garden giving a statement, talking about what happened, talking about what the president's going to do. And even he said, the president is probably watching this right now, making notes, critiquing the way that I'm talking. Not in a rude way or demeaning way or to put him down, but in a I want to do it myself kind of way. I wish I was out there. So Trump is going to have at least 2 weeks to focus, to reconnect with his wife. That's very important. Now, we may not have jobs as hectic as being the leader of the free world, being the leader of the greatest country in the world. But there are times when life happens, and if you're lucky, you get a chance to reconnect, to kind of slow down and unplug and reinforce those bonds that get you through life. Because let me tell you, as a married man with your wife's support, you can do anything, period. If you have your woman behind you, there is nothing that can stand in front of you. I promise. But this is going to give him a chance to reconnect. They both have to be there. You can be in all the Zoom calls and meetings and conference calls that you want, but you're not going to be spending any time away. You're still going to be there with the person that you are quarantining with. I think this is great for the American people. Trump will be focused. He will be working on things. He will be recharging. I think it's going to be bad for the Democrats for those same reasons. He's going to have a chance to sit back and watch a bird's eye view of what's going on instead of being on ground level. The Democrats are going to be in fucking trouble when Trump comes back. He has time on his hands. And I think the president is due for a break. I mean, it's go, 23-1. He might get an hour to himself. I wonder how many hours the president sleeps at night. And it's not like, just like any of us, with a lot of things on our mind, with a lot of things going on. You don't just lay down in bed when the light goes out. You're gone. No, your mind is racing. You're still putting out fires and solving problems, even though your eyes are closed. Trump with time to focus is going to be dangerous for those on the other side. What's fucked up is you have people coming out saying blue check markers, people with blue check marks, people of note, saying that they're glad he has COVID. I hope he fucking dies. Come on. But what do you expect from people who are vile racists and who believes that abortion should be used as a form of birth control? These comments are coming from people that don't give a fuck about children. So of course they're going to say something disgusting like this. I think Obama was the worst president to ever be at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. If him and his wife, if they came down with the sweet and sour sniffles, I would not say good. I'm glad. I hope he fucking dies. I don't hope Obama dies. I don't hope any president of our country dies. That's a little fucking extreme. We're still on the same team. But they're coming out saying things like that about Trump. Of course. And do you think this man is not going to use this to his advantage? He probably had a plan for this in case he gets it. He knows. He's out there shaking hands and shit, speaking in front of large crowds. They had to have a contingency plan for this. And they had to have a plan on how he's going to come back. And he's going to come back with a fucking vengeance. Make no mistake, the left, the Democrats, the mainstream mediocres, the enforcement arm of the Democrat Party, aka Antifa or CBLM, certain Black Lives Matter, they are worried because they don't know what Trump is doing. Under normal circumstances, he's out and about. You know where he is. You know where he's going to be. You can turn on your TV or look at your phone and see what he's doing. Not anymore. He's quarantining. He's behind closed doors. They don't know what he's doing. They can't see his hands, so to speak. And they are shaken. They are nervous as a hooker in church. Now, I want to touch on this Proud Boys thing. You heard that clown, that wannabe moderator, mention the Proud Boys when he asked Trump to denounce, are you going to denounce white supremacy? I wish he would have laughed. I wish he would have said, get the fuck out of here. Next question. Been there, done that. I was watching a clip of McEnany. I can't see her fucking name. But she was talking to some stupid ass reporter. Can you denounce white supremacy right now? And she's like, he did it here, he did it here, he did it here, he did. I know, but can you do it right now? Like, you need to update that. Like, those feelings have changed. Like, you know what, a month ago, man, I love black people, but now I fucking hate them. I'm glad you checked in. No, that kind of shit doesn't change. If he said it 48 times over the last 4 years, let's take him at his word. I think from now on, Trump, every time he's asked a question, I don't care if they ask him, Mr. President, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream? His response to every single question until the day he's out of office, 4 years from now, should be, Mr. President, what's your favorite ice cream? First of all, I, President Donald J. Trump, would like to denounce all white supremacists and anyone who shares their thoughts, their friends, their family, and anyone they've ever come in contact with. That's what he should say every fucking time, and maybe, just maybe, they will be satisfied. Maybe these monsters will finally be satiated. Maybe their veiny hard-ons for Trump denounce white supremacy will finally deflate and go away. How many fucking times does he need to say it? I think he said it enough, and he should never answer those questions again. That shit is silly, it's ridiculous, and does not deserve my time. So the group he's talking about, or that the moderator mentioned, the Proud Boys. It was started by a dude named Gavin McInnes. I've seen his stuff. I like his stuff. He's smart. He's funny. He started this group as kind of a fuck you to the establishment. He started this group to support and reestablish Western family values. America is the best. Families are more important than anything. Can we all get behind that? I think so. But somehow or another, things he says were twisted and misconstrued, and now the Proud Boys is an alt-right racist organization. There's only two fucking problems. Just two, and I'll let you get back with your day. I'll let you get back to what you were doing. Number one, the current chairman and leader of the Proud Boys is named Enrique Tarrio. Yes, Enrique Tarrio is the leader of the Proud Boys, this white supremacist, racist organization that needed some denouncing from the president. Never mind the fact that Biden eulogized Robert Byrd, former member of the KKK. Fuck that. That's irrelevant. Trump, you need to say something you've already said 48 fucking times. So that's problem number one. The leader of the Proud Boys, the current leader, is named Enrique Tarrio. I'm going to let that sink in because you already know how fucking stupid this sounds to call that group a white supremacist organization. Number two, second problem. The aforementioned Gavin McInnes, he is white, but he's also married to an Indian. Not the push start, I'm talking the pull start. He is married to an Indian, a Native American. Hold up. Like Nate Dogg would say, hold up. Wait a minute. This dude is supposed to be a white supremacist, which means you don't like colored folk. They don't like any of this. So why would you marry one? And then you have people that say, oh, well, they're just fetishizing them. And this is somehow their weird way of getting back at colored people is having a wedding with them and loving them and providing for them and creating children. Is that the new form of white supremacy? Gone are the days of Molotov cocktails and burnt crosses and white hoods. Now they've done a 180. They've turned the game on its ear. Now the new form of white supremacy is to marry colored women and love them and provide and have children with them and love and provide for them too. Really? This new version, this 21st century version of white supremacy is pretty fucking nice. The old kind was fucked up, but this new way is cool. How stupid is that? You ask him to denounce a white supremacist group that was founded by a guy who's married to a colored woman and who is ran by a person who has a ton of color themselves. We're going to leave that right there because that's just too fucking stupid to get into. Last point. And I'm going to put a link in the description box to this crazy ass video. Mayor Lightweight, the mayor of Chicago, aka America's shooting range, had a press conference to talk about Halloween. And this motherfucker walked in there dressed like a dumbass. And the name on the back of the costume was the Rona fighter, something. Rona something. Yeah, Rona fighter, I believe. That's her superhero character's name. And then she was in there with the director of some shit dressed equally stupid. And Mayor Lightweight had like a picture of a Clorox bottle in the front and had like spray bottles hanging off her belt, handing out candy with like some hamburglar fucking mask on her face. What kind of low-budget dumpster costume was that? Are you serious? And then at the end of the press conference, she's talking about how the reason people were sending in questions. And somebody was reading the question. They said, so-and-so would like to know, what are you going to do about the high body count in Chicago? The high levels of violence in Chicago. And this bug-eyed fool gets up there talking about, I'm working closely with the superintendents and they're working night and day and we're really trying, and 60% of the guns found on the street come from other states and come from surrounding states, Indiana and Michigan, and all those guns just flooding in here. That's what the cause of the violence on the street is. It's an influx of stolen guns. That's the problem. Stolen guns. Not the absence of a nuclear family. That's not the cause of all this fucking violence. No regard for human life. That's not the cause of all this violence. No. It's because people are crossing state lines and bringing guns back. She said they need common sense gun legislation. Chicago has the strictest gun laws in the country. But there's only one problem, Mayor Lightweight, Mayor taking this shit lightly. All these restrictive laws you have on purchasing a gun only affect law-abiding citizens, dummy. Those who partake in the criminal lifestyle could give half a fuck about these rules and laws you have in place. That's their whole thing. They're outlaws. So they don't follow them, stupid. You're only making it harder for those who need protection to protect themselves. You could say that you are not allowed to buy a gun in the city of Chicago unless you give a blood sample, your firstborn, and a rectal exam. And the criminals are going to say, we don't give a shit about none of that because we don't follow your stupid laws. Laws? We don't need no stinking laws. Vámonos. Are you serious? Of course you're not serious. Look how you're fucking dressed. Why didn't you dress up like a bulletproof vest? Huh? Why did you dress up like a safe home? Why didn't you dress up like a good school? Why didn't you dress up like a safe playground? Something the people of Chicago would give a shit about, not Rona fighter. There's no one in Chicago with an airbrush t-shirt that says, Rona took my boy. None. There's no funerals with some mom sobbing over the casket because Rona took her son. Sorry, there's no bullet holes from Rona. There's nobody out there with these little candlelight vigils and teddy bears and shit on the street corner outside of the liquor store because of Rona. So you might want to start fighting something else, Mayor Lightweight. And to the governors of Michigan and Indiana, fuck you. I guess it's your fault that Chicago is a fucking shooting range. You'll see the video. She got up there and said that shit with a straight face. She said that she wrote a letter to the Trump administration and she hasn't gotten a response. You might want to check your Twitter page. Trump's been talking shit about your city since he got elected. But because the president didn't respond to you and because your neighboring states have more lax gun laws, that's why your city's fucked up. So the Rona, since you're the Rona fighter, the Rona put those 7 bullet holes in Tyshawn Lee's chest. Oh, so it was the Rona that did that, and then it was the Rona that put out cigarettes on Tyshawn Lee. The Rona did it. The Rona put a bullet in that 13-year-old girl's forehead. Oh, man, I'm thinking it's these violent-ass Negroes on the street. It's the Rona, guys. Fucking ridiculous. Chicago? Man, you got a certified dumbass running your city. Wait till you see the costume this fool put on. The mayor of a major American city couldn't put anything together better than the shit you're about to see. Man, please. Please let me get home to my beautiful wife and kids. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit liberal cries. Get your Jericho Green notification tone link in the description box. Utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.